And boom, motherfuckers, we're live. It is episode 40 of the Bottom Line Podcast, and we have the fucking full edition of the Roundup today. And I'm just gonna get right to it, man. I'm gonna single out Mr. Tyler Rice here. I'm gonna let him tell everybody why he was absent 2 weeks ago.
I was at a Migos concert.
What the fuck? How was it though?
Had to be done. Sorry.
How was the concert though?
It was not great. It was 4 Friday-ass motherfuckers on stage.
Sounds back and live and in color. And I'm going to go around, of course, and let everybody introduce themselves once again. We have Mr. Rice, who just gave us a little bit of introduction to where he was 2 weeks ago. We got Tino, a.k.a. Sports Galore Podcast.
Yes, sir. Black.
Mr. Taylor Jones in full spirit effect with the Mud Hens jersey.
It's your boy, T. Jones the GOAT, a.k.a. Max Miller.
It is Max Miller. We have to pay homage. And then Mr. Denver Huntermark rocking the very, very familiar maize and blue. What's up, bro?
No, what's up? Have to rock it. I got to represent. Tough times and all.
Tough times, courtesy maybe of the team represented by the one who is looking so mysterious in the hoodie and the big headset, Mr. Maloney.
Yes. If you would allow me this moment, I would like to.
Go ahead. Force me.
Can y'all hear this?
My God.
Irish, baby.
This could be the Notre Dame fight song, baby.
That's ridiculous.
This is what victory sounds like.
Dude, you guys beat Ball State by 8 this week.
I mean, you guys are 2-0 and been
I got
dominated both the games.
Wimbush were like 17 for 35 versus Ball State.
Yeah,
I would
it's
rather be 2-0 than 1-1. So
That's true.
And we're looking at, a lot of talk that we had about that game going into, week one. And now that everything's kind of behind us, more so behind us through 2 weeks, I think a big draw that we're kind of, at least me, am taken away from college football through 2 weeks is the Big Ten East did look like a bloodbath, but one team, particularly Michigan State, has kind of maybe not excluded themselves from that conversation, but they haven't looked very good. Anybody want to kind of raise their hand, take the floor for how they've looked at Sparty the past couple of weeks?
They're an embarrassment to the Big Ten.
Watch that booty-ass game.
Awful Michigan State.
I almost gave him the benefit of the doubt, thinking week 1 was a fluke, but
That's exactly what I did. I gave them the benefit of the doubt.
yeah, if that were a straight pick, I probably would have taken Michigan State, but because Arizona State, Herm Edwards at home getting the points, that's the reason I took Arizona State.
Worky is also garbage. He's terrible.
The Pac-12 is really that center of conversation. I mean, can we stop calling the Power 5 the Power 5, please?
No.
It's the Power 4, bro.
Southie would win the Pac-12.
Dude, the Pac-12 is better than the Big 12 by far.
Dude, the only team that's impressed me is Stanford. I thought Stanford looked so good against USC on defense, and Bryce Love hasn't.
Washington?
But Washington is like.
The Pac-12 is already out of the playoffs. They're done already. Washington had to be Auburn for them to go.
Washington single-handedly lost.
I guess Stanford can win out and they can still go.
That's not true.
Stanford could win out and go.
Washington was in the red zone 4 times against Auburn, and I'm pretty sure only scored 1 field goal, fumbled twice.
Understandable. Week 1 playing in Atlanta. I mean, shit's going to happen.
It's basically a home game for Auburn, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
That's why they only dropped, 2 spots after that loss? They're like, all right, we'll give you benefit of the doubt. They still have a chance to come up.
But that's so detrimental to a team like Washington just because, if Auburn doesn't win the SEC West, a lot of people don't expect them to, how is anybody going to put Washington in the playoff, even if they were on the table?
I'm going to say that Stanford game's going to be huge for them.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, if there's 5 one-loss conference champions, Pac-12's not going to make it.
Yeah, I think that's.
If Washington goes undefeated in conference and Oklahoma's 1 loss in conference, they'll get over Oklahoma 100%. 100%.
Maybe it just depends on how their body of work looks. I definitely wouldn't rule that out. I really wouldn't, but I think it just depends on how both teams' body of works look towards the end of the year.
Definitely.
So speaking of the SEC, though, the SEC West looks damn good. I mean, A&M, they have choked their game away against Clemson, but a lot of people didn't think they were even going to hang.
Definitely choked that away. Dude, also, the rule about fumbling into the end zone, touchback, changed the entire game.
Yeah, I hate that rule.
Even though the ball didn't go in the end zone.
Even though they got it back, it's just not needed.
Tino, what do you think about that rule?
The rule itself, I mean, hold on to the ball, you don't have a problem. But I don't think the ball went into the end zone. That's where the problem is for me. I thought it went out. I thought it went out the half-yard line. They should have got it and had a chance to score with 4 minutes left. Get a stop, go score again.
And they reviewed it too.
Yeah.
Still couldn't come to the conclusion. I don't know, man. It was fucky for me. But you know, the SEC West looks damn good. There's a colossal showdown headed in this weekend. LSU at Auburn. It's kind of tied. Does anyone know where game day is going? Are they going?
Texas A&M or Texas? Yeah, sorry, TCU.
It's not even at the fucking neutral place. It's at TCU. How retarded is that?
Is it really?
Yeah, I just saw a tweet.
Yeah, the game's in Dallas, but they're going to TCU's campus.
That's stupid.
That is pretty dumb.
Well, I mean, it's only like 30 minutes away.
You didn't want to schedule home and home because they were scared, and that's what it ended.
Dude, but obviously on the topic of a lot of other games coming this weekend, I want to give Mr. Jones the floor real quick before we touch on all the other ones. The Rockets are hosting the U.
Yeah.
45.
So all the viewers watching now, let you know. Pull up to my place about 7:30 a.m. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a touchdown party all day.
That's a noon kick, right?
Noon kick.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That sucks.
And there will be Hennessy.
Headphones, T. Jones.
Is that true? Can you confirm that, T?
What?
That there will be Hennessy?
It's Hennessy.
I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm gonna go in his room and he's gonna have a shot of Henny right under his nose.
Yak.
That's disgusting.
Like, why would you snort Hennessy though?
No, he's not gonna snort it. He's just gonna get the
Put under his nose. He's gonna wake up to a Hennessy.
Wake up to that fresh scent of Hennessy.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to bust a black in my out too.
Oh,
Shannon Sharp over here.
now you got to do it.
Full on.
Hey, the Hennessy Titans, baby. The Hennessy Titans.
We want to know.
Topic, though, of these trap games that are coming on this week, there are quite a few, in my opinion. Alabama at Ole Miss. My Sooners are in Ames trying to get some revenge at Iowa State. But a game that I've got circled because if the former of these two teams win this game, I think that they might not squeak into college football playoff considerations, but they might annoyingly have a say towards the end of the season. And that team's Boise State. And they're at Oklahoma State on Saturday. Now, how real of a playoff contender are they? I'm not really sure. But if they go into Stillwater, we don't really know how good Oklahoma State is. But if they go in there and beat them by 4 or 5 touchdowns, which I'm not predicting, but if they do, where would they stand playoff-wise? I'll give the floor to Rice first.
They're not going to go to the playoffs if they run the table and make game by 14 points.
I think I probably agree with you.
If UCF did last year, why would these blue turf motherfuckers go?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Does anyone think that there's any chance, even if they go in there on Saturday and blow them out, or is anybody on the same kind of
they have zero chance.
I don't think they do either.
Or of that good of a win, I should say.
No.
Like a playoff worthy win.
Yeah, they won't have one because I don't think Oklahoma State is going to be.
Rice being at UCF is a prime example. They literally dominated and they got no love.
And they still were 6th or 7th in the final ranking. They weren't even close.
Yeah, they were 5.
I think Ohio State was 5.
I don't remember particularly. So we got those games, and then I want takes on Ohio State, TCU, and I'm gonna go down the other way. I'm gonna start with SEMO. First off, I'm gonna ask pretty much everybody a different question. SEMO, what does TCU got to do to win that game?
Well, I think first things first is they got to stop the rushing attack. Ohio State's had success running the football to start the season. And unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I think the rushing game is going to be too much. I think the Buckeyes are heavy favorites.
Denver, I'm going to give you the hardball question. What do your beloved Buckeyes got to do to win that game?
I think they just they really just have to run their play. They really just have to run their sugarcoat anything. Like, they're better than TCU. I think they should win this game pretty easily. Honestly, I think Haskins is top 2 quarterbacks in the country. Like,
wow, in the country?
He's the real deal. I don't think they should have much trouble.
You think he's the top 2 QB in the country? I think he's pretty good, too.
All right, bye, Denver.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, right now I'm picking him and Tua. I mean,
wow, okay.
You're lagging, bud.
I think he's up there for sure.
Got that 12 meg download speed.
Mr. Jones, what could be the deciding factor in Ohio State versus TCU down in Jerry World?
It's going to be the quarterback play.
Hey,
TCU's quarterback. I don't know one player on TCU.
Sean Robinson, bro. He's a stud. He's a true freshman. He'll have some kinks to work in, but he's going to be good.
He's going to get fucked up.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
on Saturday.
I think, honestly, Ohio State will probably win by 3-4 touchdowns.
And then Urban's back.
Yeah, he's going to score 95 on his return. 95.
Week 4.
Clean. And then Penn State, Happy Valley next week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Tulane.
Who do they play his first game back?
Tulane at home.
Tulane, I think.
Gotcha.
They're going to drop 98 on them.
Tino, last question I'll ask about this game. I don't even need to ask Rice about this game because it's already been kind of, outwardly said. They're the better team on paper.
49-17. Wait on it.
If TCU is going to have success in any aspect of this game, where would it be? Would it be the quarterback play? Would it be stopping the run?
TCU really just has to stay out of 3rd and long. If Ohio State puts those 4 DNs, pass rush in, you have negative chances to even move the ball. No hope.
Yeah,
third and 4 and less. That's the goal.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm going to go back down the line again, and I'm going to list 5 games, the 5 notable games or potential trap games that big-time programs or teams could be on this week. And actually, I'm going to narrow that down to Boise State really isn't in that category. So you got Alabama going to Ole Miss, Oklahoma at Iowa State, Wisconsin hosting the Fighting Mormons of BYU, and the U going into Toledo. So out of Ole Miss, Iowa State, BYU, and Toledo, Timo, we'll start with you. Who has the best chance to shock the world?
I'm going to –
and you don't have to necessarily pick them to win, but who has the best
chance? I'm going to go ahead and say it's BYU.
At Wisconsin.
And the only reason I'm going to say that is because Wisconsin's kind of been sluggish to start the season. And I think the Mormons, if they're going to play well, I think you never know. I'll say they have the best chance.
Okay, interesting. Denver, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the Rockets. I mean, at home in the mud, I don't know if the Kings are ready, honestly.
Dude, but BYU, I got to say, they might have the coolest roster of names ever. Like, dog, their running back is Wally Canada. Or is that really ass?
His last name is Canada.
Bro, and his first name is Squally. Squally.
Wow.
Wow.
Fuck. That's so fucking fried. Jones, I know you're pretty high on the Rockets taking out the Canes. But is there anybody else? Ole Miss, Iowa State, BYU.
I hate to say it, but
This from
Matt Campbell got to come back strong after that embarrassing ass game against
Dude,
Iowa.
that game's so boring to watch, dude. I watched most of it.
Outrageous you guys even put time into that game.
I think it was 8 field goals.
It was terrible to watch. I agree. It was so shitty to watch. And another thing I'm tired of, can we stop with the lightning delays? I feel like there have been more lightning delays.
Yeah.
Grow up and play through lightning. You got to grow up.
I mean, you're not going to die. You're fine.
Odds are so slim to get struck by lightning. I'm talking.
Yep.
Tonight during the Dolphins game, you see how many points they put up in the fourth quarter after the lightning delay?
Yeah, I was so
Dude, the game was 7 hours long.
In the fourth quarter.
dude, yeah, that was that game a 1 o'clock kick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at like 7:45.
Yeah.
Literally the last game on before Sunday night football.
Right.
It like literally started right before the Packers. It was. Imagine being there. Who do you think people were staying? What would you have done? Would you have left?
There were still people there. There's low-key a good amount of people in the lower bowl.
I think anyone that's sticking around for a Dolphins versus Tennessee game got.
I mean, we're seeing if you buy those tickets, you have nothing better.
I mean,
than
hell,
that.
Blaine Gabbert was quarterbacking in the second half.
Yeah,
Good
Mariota
God.
Tino, what do you think? Who's on upset alert?
I mean, I would say Miami versus Toledo, but I don't think Miami's that good to start with. So I don't really think that's an upset. So I'm going to go with your boys. Oklahoma, got to look out for Iowa State again.
It's understandable.
Especially being on the road, especially with it really already being done last year. So
And
they have the blueprint.
It's out for the year today too.
Yeah, running back out for the year. I think that's it, man. I think it's over.
You think it's over?
I think there's a 70% chance it happens.
70% chance
I
I
go
would.
70.
That's high.
That's
It's
very
very hot.
Kyler Murray is
They're
too
going
high.
to beat the shit out of him more than likely, honestly.
What do
I
you think, Bryce? Anybody on upset alert? I love how no one's saying Bama.
No, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say Ole Miss, Bama. Bama has trouble stopping the mobile quarterbacks, and Ole Miss has went in there 4-1, like recently in the last 5 years.
They put up
almost
70
definitely.
on that dog shit opponent they
They
had.
put up 77. They look good week 1 versus whoever the hell they played.
Texas Tech.
Yeah. No, they're not very good, but
How to tackle. They don't know how to tackle there.
yeah.
I'll be honest, I would never pick Alabama to lose. When it happens, I'll say, okay, I fucked up, but I would never pick them to lose.
It's low-key how I
They
feel.
lose sometimes.
I don't blame you for that. Miami though too, coming off a double 77-0 against Savannah State. And let me
They covered.
How much were they giving?
60.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
That was
They were giving 60 and covered.
60? I would have bet on that, bro. I'd be. A lot of people probably took another team. 60 is outrageous.
Dude, Baker, I know you're on computer. Look this shit up. I think they were giving like 64 or something like that. It
I'm gonna
was
look
like the biggest. It was like the biggest spread ever, and they covered.
I'm gonna look it up right now. I gotta say this about Savannah State. Do any of you guys remember when they played Florida State? When Florida State was like really
Florida State almost
Speaking of
lost.
Florida State, they almost lost. Yeah, they're god awful.
Yeah, they
Samson
should've
or some
lost.
shit.
dog.
Sam,
Florida
yeah,
State
they should have lost.
They played the Samsung Tech squad and almost lost.
Samsung Tech. Fucking, Savannah. No, what I'm talking about, the one time Savannah State played Florida State when I'm pretty sure like they had Jameis. Like it was either 2012 or 2013, and it was 77-0. It was either 77 or 84-0. And it was still in the third quarter. And Savannah State's coach met Jimbo at midfield and was like, "Hey, we're done. Can we go home?" Jimbo was like, "Yeah, that's cool."
My 8th grade year when Southview won state, they cut the roster second half in half. They lowered the quarters because they're up 70 at half.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
they lowered the quarters.
100% facts.
The
That's
squad.
loaded, though.
The spread was 60.5.
And they covered that bitch with ease.
60.5. That's outrageous.
So Savannah State, I'm looking at this article right now. Savannah State in the past 3 years, in their first 2 weeks, listen to the scores of these losses. 83-0, 77-7, 77-9, 66-3, and
I even show.
You know how much money they got and how many uniforms they built with that shit? They're building libraries over there for that shit. It's getting blown out for books.
Dog, that shit is so
Building a new football field because of these losses.
that shit is so dog shit. Moving on to picks. I've updated the standings, starting with
Shit just lagged so bad. All right, go on.
yeah. Can you guys hear me now? Good.
Yeah, you're good.
So starting with the spread, nobody did anything terrible this past week. Me and Rice went Rice and I rather went 4-1. Tino and Denver went 3-2. I think we just lost Rice.
He was talking shit about Denver when he got that bootleg connection.
I'm weak. It's 3-2. Okay, there he is. Hey, welcome back.
Back to the bottom line.
Jonesy and Tino went 2-3. So when you total it up, me and Tino are tied at the top, 7-3.
Yeah, blat.
Rice is 6-4. Simo and Denver 5-5. And I will say, while Jonesy is 4-6 in the spread, congratulations to Jonesy for going 5-0 in the straight picks this year.
Okay.
That's hard. That's hard.
Hey, you don't get money for straight picks though, bitch.
That's crispy.
Jonesy posts the first 5-0 week. Mississippi State, Buffalo, Georgia, Clemson, and Stanford, and 5-0. So he stands alone at the top of straight picks at 9-1. Rice, what's up?
What am I?
You're right behind him at 8-2.
Oh, I'm right there. I'm right. Come on, Jones, you ain't holding it down for long.
Tino, one game back of that at 7-3. Me and Denver are at 6-4. Tino bounces back up.
That 4-1 came in clutch real quick.
I'm not gonna lose again.
USC fucked me over.
So
Yeah.
we won't
Lose next week.
Go ahead.
Nothing. I'll just go on.
Oh, we won't do the spread picks tonight because the spread is going to obviously move around this week. But I will let you guys know right now the games we will pick for the spread. The games we're going to pick for the spread is we're going to do Thursday night college football, Boston College at Wake Forest.
Nice.
We're going to do Vanderbilt at Notre Dame.
Oh, boy.
We're
Take the points. Take the points.
Right now, Notre Dame is minus 14.5.
I'm Vanderbilt all day.
Vanderbilt hasn't played anybody, but their defense looks okay.
We're not beating anybody by more than 14.
No. Let's see. We're going to do Boise State, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State right now is -3. And again, we won't really do these until
Oklahoma State is favored?
Yeah, they're -3 at home.
Wow.
Yeah, that surprised me a little bit.
Who's coaching the Broncos these days at Boise?
Fucking what's his name?
Is it still
Lou Alcindor.
Peter Lou Alcindor.
Not him.
Brian,
Never was him, never will be him.
Brian Harsin?
Yeah, Brian Harsin is his name.
Gotcha.
So fucking Kareem was coaching.
And then, Wake
Two
Forest.
hard-ass names, by the way. Lou Alcindor and then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, those are both dope as shit.
Lou Alcindor's hard as fuck.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the dopest name ever. I wouldn't blame him for changing his name to that. So what I'm also trying to do every week now is I'm trying to do like a Miami Savannah State-esque spread to see if like anyone would pick like a massive spread cover. Like I'm looking for the biggest spread of the week. Okay, here we go. We'll do San Jose State at Oregon, and Oregon right now is getting 41.5.
Taking Oregon.
I'm taking San Jose State.
Yeah, same.
So what we got. I said Boston. We won't do these picks officially till like Thursday. Definitely
Yeah.
Boston College, Wake Forest, because that's on Thursday night. Boston College, Wake Forest, Vandy, Notre Dame, Boise State, Oklahoma State, San Jose State, Oregon, and we'll go with. Dog. Is anybody else seeing? There's two T Jones.
I see that too.
Yeah, there was two T Jones. Now there's only one.
For sure.
And now my laptop was about to die, so I had to switch to my tablet.
There was two of them. Last one we'll do is Westball at North Carolina State.
All right, so Thursday, have those picks in by.
We'll have them in by Thursday, and
Are we doing the straight picks on here?
we'll do straight picks right now. Then we'll do rankings, and then we'll be done. So straight picks. We're gonna start with our bottom line featured game of the week between two shit teams.
Yes, it's the week. It's the week. It's time.
Looking forward to this matchup for a few weeks. It is Rutgers at Kansas.
I mean, Rutgers is dog shit, by the way.
So is Kansas.
Kansas got a dub on the road.
Oh, yeah.
On the road.
Kansas got a big dub.
Against Central Michigan. I was shocked.
They've won 2 games in a row.
Gotta be like 04.
Kansas hasn't won 2 games in a row. They lost.
Niggas was in 4th grade in 04.
I'm just saying overall, when's the last time they've won 2 games?
Oh, dude. Well, I know that before they won on Saturday, they hadn't won a road game in their last.
They're taking the Jayhawks for 2 in a row for the first time since 90.
Could you imagine not winning a game on the road in 46 games?
Bosa took out Rutgers starting QB too, so they're gonna be playing their backup.
Yeah, I got Kansas, man.
Yeah.
You guys know that little fact there.
Jonesy, who you got?
Yeah, I got to go with Kansas.
I shouldn't have told you guys. Fuck.
We knew that.
I mean, I was already going with Kansas.
We too
Don't
watched
think
football,
you.
Rice.
Yeah.
Simo, who you got? Kansas or Rutgers?
What's about to happen in November?
It's at Kansas.
I'm gonna say Kansas. I'm gonna say they ride the wave.
Say back to back. Back to back.
That's not so hard to say.
Jayhawk.
Denver, who you got?
Going with the Big Ten. Going with Rutgers.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pussy.
I'm gonna go right with you, dude. I can't bring myself to ever football. I can't do it.
I mean, they're horrible. Let's start.
Next up, we have the game that everyone in the 419 will have their eyes very close on. Rice, you have the first floor for this game. Miami at Toledo, and why?
I'm gonna take Miami. I want to take Toledo. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
You know?
I mean, I just kind of preluded to. I'm gonna pick Toledo. I don't think Miami's that good. Watched them twice now, and I'm not impressed. Yeah, they put up a lot of points versus Savannah State, but if you watch the game, their O-line still did not look great. Defense still gave up a couple big plays. Toledo's got this.
Jonesy. I know who you're gonna pick, but you know.
Yeah. The Rockets.
What's going to be the score, Jones?
We'll get the dub. It'll be 42-28.
Wow.
Got a shootout here.
That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Hey, Mitch gonna be slinging that bitch.
How'd you make that into a bar?
Right.
Mitch gonna be slinging that bitch.
Who did they play the first 2 weeks? A military institute and who else?
No one this week.
Bye week, get ready for Miami. It's smart.
Yeah.
They did the same thing to us last year. Except, no, they didn't have a bye week. They had a game get canceled because of a hurricane.
A little hurricane thing.
Oh,
Hurricane team.
That's it. That's it. Just a little hurricane.
I was home.
I mean, they called the Hurricanes, though, so, like,
Makes sense.
might as well. They should have just played through it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Good.
Yeah, those bitches. Timo, who you got?
Blown away.
So, as much as I love the Rockets, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair, I think it's going to be a shootout. I just can't see us pulling it off at the end of it. I really want to see the Rockets win, but my head is telling me that Miami's going to win the game.
Denver, what do you think?
I I picked Toledo as my upset, or I'll maybe upset, but yeah, deep down, I don't think it's going to happen.
I think that.
So 3-3.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rockets, man. I'm going to go with Toledo as well. I'm not confident, really. I wouldn't really be confident at all picking either team, to be honest with you. But
I think they're scared.
I kind of side.
I mean, I don't think that.
What makes you think that?
I don't think Miami's that good. I'm going to side with Tino on that exact mindset. But I would not be surprised at all if Miami did.
Them niggas scared.
No.
So the opening spread is Miami's giving the Rockets 10 points.
Yep, I saw. 10 is an interesting line.
I clicked on this OddsShark website. You guys ever been to OddsShark?
Yeah, OddsShark's awesome.
It's cool. It says the Rockets are going to win 33-21.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
So
it's an awkward ass score, but all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do we get 33?
How do you score 33 anyway?
Well, like 9 field goals.
3 touchdowns, 4 field goals.
That's nice.
He's getting buckets on them.
So the game of the week for me is LSU at Auburn, for sure. Rice, who do you have? The game is at Jordan Hare. In Tigers versus Tigers, but it's at Auburn.
We're taking the LSU Tigers and the Joey Burrows.
You know?
I got Auburn.
Jonesy.
I got LSU.
You know?
I got to take Auburn at home.
In Denver.
Auburn.
That's another pick where we will be split 3-3. I got LSU. Is anyone taking Ole Miss to beat Bama?
No.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. Going once. Anybody? Going twice? Anybody? No.
Bama, like I said, Bama would beat the 49ers.
So bold.
They beat Nathan Peterman's Bills, but not.
They 100% would beat the Bills. And I will hold my word to that.
They would not beat the Bills, guys. It's retarded to say.
No.
The 2011 team would have beat the Browns.
It's 2018. It's retarded to say retarded.
Nothing will ever change my mind that the 2011 Bama team would have beat the Browns.
Maybe. I don't know. I could never pick a college team to beat a pro team.
Me neither.
It's because it wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't.
No.
Get dominated up front.
A couple kids would die.
They all started as rookies the next year in the league, so that's why it's not that big a deal.
Maybe.
Only
They have NFL prospects in literally every position. First and second string.
Yeah.
The NFL team's backups are NFL players. I don't think you understand that either.
No, they wouldn't.
In the league.
Coaching matters as well. I'd take Saban over the Browns coaching staff.
Hey, Todd Haley, cool.
Yeah, Todd Haley.
Hugh Jackson's 131-1.
Haley's
I mean, I'm coaching, same results.
You think?
I know.
I mean, that's just not true.
We're only 33 then if I'm coaching?
No, you're not getting a tie.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think I'm winning that game today if I'm coaching.
The Browns?
Yep.
We got.
They win if Miles Garrett doesn't block in the back on the interception return. They win.
Tyrod Taylor's horrible.
I mean, someone just has to tell Ben that he sucks, and then he'll start playing good again.
Outrageous. Baker Mayfield's not in that game.
Dude, he threw before the fourth quarter. He threw a fade when all he needed was 20 yards.
All he needed was 20 yards. He threw a fade. And he left it inside.
He threw it short.
What an idiot.
He's garbage.
Last game of the week. We got obviously the showdown down in Arlington. Is anyone picking TCU to upset Ohio State?
I'll do it. I'm no bitch.
No.
Do it then.
You gonna do it?
Nah.
You are, bitch.
Unanimous.
Nah. I mean, it's 5 stars versus 3 stars at that point.
Pretty much.
Backups are winning by 2 tutties. That's all I'm just saying.
Backups. Okay, so on to the rankings. I got to be honest with you. I didn't have all of the time, after I got off work to add them all up, but I got to 8. From what I'm looking at, 9 and 10. Okay, so here's how the rankings came out. So I had to use a tiebreaker system too because nobody's buying Clemson at number 2. Nobody.
Nah.
They could have had an L this week.
It's just it's nothing against them. Georgia looks better than them. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. I think Georgia's number 2.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Shit out of South Carolina.
Yeah,
I got Ohio State at 2.
I think they could definitely have a case to make for them being number 2, especially with how good or conversely how bad they might look against TCU. I think they're going to look really good. But
they got to prove against TCU for me to make them move up.
Yeah, and they easily.
Understandable.
Another team that's kind of gone on the slide from everybody's looking at from the first rankings we did to now is Wisconsin. Kind of on the
They just underperformed,
Yep. Them and Penn
State. They are so boring, man. They are so boring.
Out of Pittsburgh, it was like 50-6.
Yeah, they beat
it literally was. It literally was 50.
Penn State looked ugly the first 2 games.
How do you look ugly in a 50-6 win?
Did you watch that game?
They're good. They're good, dude.
They didn't look good in the first half. They blew them out in the second half, though.
They're gonna be good. You guys are.
Yeah, at some point skill takes over, so they took over the second half, but they didn't look great.
I thought they looked okay. I think they're going to be good too, though. Like I'm with Rice. I think they're going to end up being really good.
They'll be 3rd in the Big Ten.
You think you guys are going to beat them?
Think who's going to beat them?
I think we're going to smack them.
You think you're going to?
I think we'll smack them simply because it's at home. I think you'll smack them because you're better. They play Wisconsin as well. I think Wisconsin will beat them, and Michigan State's going to be a close game with them.
I guess we'll see. You guys can't stop running quarterbacks.
That's a fact.
Our rankings going down the line, the tiebreaker, Georgia gets number 2. I don't even need to say who's number 1. I mean, if you have a pulse, you probably already know. Ohio State at 3, Clemson at 4, Oklahoma's at 5, Wisconsin at 6, Auburn is at 7, and then after that, it's looking Stanford at 8, Penn State at 9, and Notre Dame at 10. Also receiving votes were Washington.
Y'all got Washington there. Y'all some haters.
I'm not buying after week 1, man. I mean, their red zone offense looked bad, and not even to mention the Pac-12 always finds a way to lose, no matter what. I mean, USC goes to Texas this upcoming Saturday. I'll almost bet
that's going to be the ugliest fucking game.
I agree. And I'll bet
the most overrated, ugly game.
I'll bet you USC finds a way to lose. And Texas just beat Tulsa by a touchdown.
Yeah, Texas is not very good.
Not at all. And I could not be happier about it. I'm literally
Rice, what's your boy doing down there?
Who?
Herman.
He's a puss anyways.
A puss and a snitch, huh?
Yeah, he's a snitch. We don't give a fuck. Them motherfuckers get axed out and plus.
The real question is, though, right? Beat him in a fight.
Would I beat Tom Herman in a fight?
Yes.
I mean, one knockout, one round, 1 KO. That's it.
Herman's low-key ghetto. He might give you the hands, Rice.
Nah, Rice gonna hit that man with a smooth up.
I'm gonna say thanks for shit, but fuck your snitch ass.
Oh man, we got any closing remarks from anybody?
Anybody watch Khalil Mack dominate tonight?
Yes.
And still took an L.
Right to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kaiser's not very good.
Kaiser's very bad.
Emo, what do you, dude? I want to know what you think about it, bro.
I definitely didn't enjoy watching Kaiser do bad. That's for sure. I wanted him to come in and do well, but
I mean, the drive.
This man was so excited.
I was really excited because I low-key predicted Rodgers would get hurt, and
he does every year.
First throw is crispy.
Right. It's low key. If you look at it, it might be a long-term injury, man. Something might be really wrong with Aaron Rodgers' knee.
I think so too. He was limping around the whole night.
Yeah, he did not look healthy.
He literally was, and you know that bitch is gonna swell up like a grapefruit tomorrow.
Oh yeah, he won't practice for a while.
He straight dominated that fourth quarter though.
Well, they gotta play the Vikings next week. That's a division.
Yeah, and that's who he got hurt against last year. So you know he's been freaking out already.
And their pass rush is probably just as good. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I mean, they're better off resting him until week 8 to get him ready for the playoffs.
1-5 though, like.
So that means you think Kaiser's gonna win games in between?
I mean, at some point you gotta win a game. They traded Hudley for a reason. They have to trust him.
I mean, it's better than one.
He really didn't win a game last year, so.
I mean, that's
yeah, nigga did go 0-15.
He did lose. He did lose every game. You're right.
They were garbage though.
You got to remember he had Hugh Jackson as coach. So
Browns also did not look awful today.
They didn't look great though.
They didn't look great.
Their defense looks good.
Defense looks like studs.
No, defense is good. Khalil Mack and Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett showed up.
You know, what I feel great though going into week 2 is Denver knowing his Chargers are going to Buffalo.
You're gonna get one win this year, Denver. Don't worry.
Yeah. Load up. Load up.
Also wasn't there week 1 either. That's one of your best players.
Dude, you cannot believe. I cannot believe that.
Dude, Mahomes looked good.
That man had his balls out.
Are the worst team in the division.
He had his balls out on national television. It was disgusting.
Tyreek Hill, though.
Balls out.
Yeah, it looks like Tyreek Hill learned how to run routes, and that's a problem.
Yeah, he did. He did.
That is a problem.
And if the coaching staff keeps putting him in the right position, like that little slot counter to the touchdown, that was wild.
You know
They're
what?
in that place.
A bet I would take all day. New Orleans is already -8 at home against the Browns.
Ooh.
I'm staying off of that.
I mean, New Orleans lost, but still put up 40.
Not only
with relative ease. You got to score to keep up with them, and the Browns haven't proven they can score.
I think Ryan Fitzpatrick's a better quarterback than Tyrod Taylor.
But the Browns' defense looked swarming today.
Yeah,
they were. I'm guessing the rain helped a little bit.
Yeah.
And 20-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I saw people tweeting, like, how do they miss field goals? And you kick, like, bitch, it is so windy. It is so rainy. Like, you can't just expect these guys, no matter how good they are normally at kicking field goals, to make 40-plus yarders when it is literally the worst conditions ever outside. I mean, is that just me or, like?
It's not.
No, you're totally right, yeah.
I don't know. The Rams haven't even played a game yet, and they're double-digit favorites against Arizona
for next week.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
how about Adrian Peterson showing out today?
Yeah.
That.
You're a grown-ass man. You're a Hall of Famer.
And still left enough room for Chris Thompson to score 26 points in PPR.
Right. Chris Thompson's been a hell of a player the last 2 years.
Sneaky good.
Yeah, he really was. Guys, we got anything else?
I would just like to say on a closing remark, since this will be the last time we speak about it, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish clapped around the Michigan Wolverines, boy.
I mean, we dominated you the whole game except the first quarter. I don't understand how you say that.
Yeah, dominated.
Dominate's a very, very bold word.
He's really not lying.
Offense gained 60 yards, not in the first quarter.
I think I think dominated is a strong word.
Sorry, we looked like the better team, not dominated. I'll be politically correct.
And you were holding an L with it.
That's fine.
That was not PC.
Guys, I'd like to thank you once again for joining me for this. I had a blast.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too then. Never mind. Fuck all of you. We'll be back next week. I think we said that we
I think we're in it.
Let's do it.
I mean, if we could not do this late, that'd be sick.
Yeah, no.
Not at 1 a.m. That'd be ideal.
Will be next week will be the last time that it would.
I literally have to wake up in 5 hours.
And like Baker was in slow motion when the thing got home.
Yeah, I mean that's my fault, but
He had to take his shit. Don't lie. It's cool.
dude, I saved the bowl I packed for after though, so
Nice.
it would have been worse had I not.
You don't even be
Fair point.
smoking.
Oh,
You don't
That
even make
mid.
beats no more. Becker don't even make beats no more. You fake.
don't say that either.
Changed up on us.
Oh, don't say that. You know,
You barely even see the dope.
Hey.
no.
Barely.
That invincible.
What you selling?
All right, it's been my pleasure, and I look forward to doing it again.
Later, fellas.
Yes, sir. See you
Yes,
next
sir.
week.
Later, guys.
Boys.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace out.